Well, it looks like Ohio State has found their next offensive coordinator as Arthur Smith, the former Steelers offensive coordinator. Let's talk about it. All right, so before we get into this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 130 before Valentine's Day, and I think we can actually get there before the end of February, which gives us like a week. I think we're 6 away. We're at 124, so if you would want to subscribe, please do. That would mean the world to me. And also, turn on the notification bell if you want. If you do that, it will give you a notification every single time I release a new video. And always remember, hit the like button. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. It just helps you to promote the video. And it's good for me to see if you guys are enjoying the content. So if you are enjoying it, it would be awesome if you guys hit the subscribe button. And also leave a comment down below. How do you feel about this hire? As my opinion is, I trust Day. I trust Day's hirings. If you remember, the past couple years, every single time Day has hired a new guy, it's always been very like, we'll see. I'm not feeling good about it. Remember Patricia, the outrage, Carlos Locklin, Matt Guerrieri. You can go back to Jim Knowles. I mean, it's everyone's like, and then every single time, or Billy Fester, the quarterback's coach, remember him? Who's now last year was an assistant. Now he's the dedicated quarterback's coach. Really helped Will Howard last year, especially in that playoff run. And also Chip Kelly. Remember, Chip Kelly wasn't. I mean, we like that we got Chip Kelly. Was one Day's mentors. They're really close, but we didn't really know. It's kind of an unsure thing, and kind of going with this NFL model. Tim Walton, the DB's coach, or the cornerback's coach. I think he's the DB's coach, because safeties is, I think, Matt Guerrieri. The cornerback's coach, he's an NFL guy. Day's an NFL guy. Chip Kelly's an NFL guy. Matt Patricia's an NFL guy. So kind of bringing in these NFL veterans is kind of his philosophy. And Arthur Smith is a little bit of a different type, like the reason why people didn't like Patricia was because all the off the field stuff. When he was a coordinator, people say he was really good, but people only said he was good because of Belichick. And then when he was the head coach of the Lions, it went bad, and then all the off the field stuff. But I think as a pure coordinator, I mean, also, like, everyone loves him. Even the off the field stuff now, everyone loves Matt Patricia. You see Caden McDonald's relationship with him. It was really cool to see. But even, on the field especially, the schematics of Matt Patricia were awesome. And Arthur Smith, I don't think is necessarily like that. I think he has just been very mediocre in the NFL. Obviously, NFL schemes bring him to college. I think boost the college, even if he's mid in the NFL, I think he could be pretty good in college. I just don't think he's going to be like elite like Patricia. If you look at like his career, when you start off at Atlanta, 21, 22, 23, 7-10 every single year, and then both years in the Steelers as the offensive coordinator, 10-7 wild card exits. And maybe you say that, I think Arthur Smith has a philosophy, and I think that being paired with Tomlin's style, being a defensive coach, I think Tomlin's style affected Arthur Smith's style, and the things that people were giving Arthur Smith crap for, I think, are being misdirected. Maybe should be more towards Tomlin more than Arthur Smith, but we'll see. 21-30 in 3 years, so not great as an overall head coach, but again, like Patricia, he's not going to be a head coach. Also, before we continue, I just keep looking out my window. The snow in Ohio has been crazy lately, so if you're going to be driving out, please be safe, because it can get really yucky outside. The snow's picking up again. It's like another snowstorm. It's like a foot of snow. So it's getting like 12 to 18 inches. I know all the schools are canceled, so that's cool. I don't gotta go to school tomorrow. But if we look at I'm gonna do a quick summary on where he's been. Back in 2007, he was on Washington, the Redskins back then Tennessee for a couple years, and then he became the tight ends coach after being an assistant and the offensive coordinator, jumps to Atlanta as the head coach, and then was with Pittsburgh. So, if you look at what Arthur Smith was doing in Pittsburgh, it's like, even though Tomlin's a defensive guy, usually defensive like defensive led coaches, when it's time to go to the offense, they like to do the offense like they do their defenses. Very big, heavy guys, a bunch of tight ends, and that's something that Arthur Smith is good at. And we talked about what was the bad thing for this Ohio State team this past year was there's too many tight ends. And with Keenan Bailey being a very highly respected and a guy that has a lot of authority with Day, and then being really close and like being good friends, he kind of got his way. He rotates all 5 tight ends all the time. Nate Roberts is the fullback. I mean, so it really took away time and snaps from Carnell Tate, Jeremiah Smith, and especially Mylan Graham and Quincy Porter. And we see when that happens, if you told a fan, hey, do you want to prioritize Max LeBlanc, Bennett Christian, Johnny Thurman, or Mylan Graham and Quincy Porter, and you told them we're going to prioritize the freshmen, and it's going to lead our receivers to leave, I would be furious. And we've been furious. That's why we were very upset. And we look what happened in the playoff is, since it's been these tight ends, it never really allowed us to explore, because when the tight ends are in the game, that's your short game. Your short game is the tight ends, and your long game is the receivers. And we never got to work in these RPOs with the receivers, which led to Julian Sand holding onto the ball for much, much longer. Look at the Indiana game. He held onto the ball way too long. In the Miami game, especially early, the play calling, it was either run up the middle. You know that the Eagles play Saquon up the middle, AJ Brown, deep ball, incomplete. That's what it was. It was, we're going to run the ball, 3rd down and 15, 3rd down and 10, throw it to Jeremiah. That was the Michigan game plan last year. It's the exact game plan. And you can't live in 3rd and 10 3 times a drive. You can't. Especially when you have 8 possessions. That's how you, in a pick 6, that's how you only get 14 points, only 10 points. You know what I mean? So it has to be something Day has to fix. Arthur Smith, even though he does do the tight ends a lot, he is good in the RPO. I think getting the ball out of Julian's hand quickly is going to be very beneficial for this team, especially in Jeremiah's last year. He's going to be triple covered a lot. You're not going to have a true wide receiver 2. If you want to see my projected 2026 Ohio State wide receiver depth chart, I'm going to pin it right here. It's going to be in the description, and it's going to be the last video on the channel. I have a playlist for all Ohio State related stuff, so if you want to go watch that, that'll be on their channel too, on the homepage at the bottom. But with Arthur Smith, I think getting more of the RPOs with the wide receivers instead of the tight ends will be a lot better, especially having a completely senior offensive line. I mean, we're talking about like right tackle, senior Austin Sehraveld. Right guard will be Phillip Daniels, who will be a junior. Your center, Carson Hinzman's a senior. Your left guard, Luke Montgomery, will be a senior. And then your left tackle, Ian Moore, I think will be either a sophomore or a junior. He will be a junior. So you're going to have all upperclassmen, 3 seniors on your offensive line. And you're going to have a lot of rotation too. So I am really, really excited about this Ohio State offensive line. And with Bo Jackson taking another year, you're bringing in Jacoby Jackson. And I think he'll be better in pass pro. I don't think we'll see the Chip Kelly. I don't think we'll see Chip Kelly with Arthur Smith, but I do think we'll see a lot more of that short game, and it's really going to be a blend. Hopefully it's going to be a blend between here, like with Chip Kelly, here's the short game, the run, the extension of the runs, the gap scheming stuff, and then Ryan Day will punch in, and he'll be the long game stuff. You're going to have a back and forth kind of dragon with 2 heads, a two-headed monster for play calling. The question, I think, is does Day still have his play calling abilities? I think Kyle McCord stole it from him, because you look at pre-McCord, post-McCord. It's like COVID. It's like pre-McCord, post-McCord, how Ryan Day is, and I think it has been significantly different. We've never really seen a Ryan Day offense, even the 24 team. We've never really seen a Ryan Day offense operate the same since Kyle McCord in 2023. But yeah, I am gonna be positive about this hire. Everyone kept complaining in Pittsburgh about the Steelers offense and Arthur Smith, so it's a little bit of an but you know, this isn't the NFL, it's college, and I think Day has a rehab. He rehabs NFL guys. We're still waiting for Patricia, if he's going to have his news come out, if he's coming back, or if he's staying, or if he's leaving, or if he's coming back. If that does happen, I will obviously make a video about it. I'll probably also make a short about, I think I already made a short about this Arthur Smith hire. But that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and leave a comment down below. How do you feel about this hire? And remember to hit the like button until you do promotes the video. And always looks good when we get a bunch of likes on the video, just so I know that you guys are really liking the video. But as always, it's all I have for you guys today. We'll have a video either coming out later tonight or tomorrow, as the AFC and the NFC championships are happening. The winner goes to the Super Bowl. I might make a video about the Super Bowl. But yeah, just let me know, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. And as always, thank you.